As you guys can see, we are playing Pokémon Legends Z-A on my low-end Android device with Eden Emulator. Let's get started. In today's video, we'll be testing out the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator on my super low-end Android device, the iQOO Z6 Lite with a Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor and only 6GB of RAM. So here I have added CPU Z. You guys can see it comes with Adreno 619 GPU, and out of the 5.4GB total RAM, it only has about 2.2GB available. This is going to be very interesting to see if games like Pokémon Legends Z-A work on a super low-end Android device inside the Eden Emulator. I'll be talking about the best settings, full setup and gameplay. So before getting started, if you guys are new here, hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification. Let's get started. The first step is to set up Eden Emulator on your low-end Android device and import all the necessary stuff that is required to run a Nintendo Switch emulator that you have legally dumped on your Android device. Once all of that has been successfully set up, tap on the continue button, and here we go. Right here is my Eden Nintendo Switch emulator on my low-end device, loaded with the top-notch games that I really like to play. So before getting started with the gameplay test, we'll apply the best settings. So let's tap on settings, and one amazing thing about this low-end Android device is that it has a Snapdragon processor. It has a Snapdragon 4 Gen 2 processor, which means we can use the custom Mesa Turnip Adreno driver created by Kimchi, which will provide us with better performance and best graphics. It will fix lot of the graphical issues while emulating Nintendo Switch games. So here I have added the latest graphics driver. Once that's done, we'll simply go to the advanced settings. Here limit speed percentage, we'll set it to 400%. Once that's done, we'll go to graphics, and here in terms of resolution, this is where 0.25x resolution actually comes into play, but we won't be downscaling that much. We'll go with 0.5x, but if you have a low-end Android device, 0.25x will definitely provide you with better performance. Afterwards, enable force maximum clocks, VSync set it to mailbox, aspect ratio stretch to window. Afterwards, enable use asynchronous shaders as well. Once that has been done, you can edit the performance overlay as well as device overlay. So we'll go to performance. We'll also enable show system memory and battery temperature to see the heating of the device. Extended dynamic state has been disabled for Pokémon Legends Z-A, but if you set it to 3, you will get better performance. Use fast GPU time has been turned on, and you can copy all these settings. Most of them are default, but we'll enable custom CPU tick and set it to around 38,000. Once that's done, we'll simply go back. Let's tap on the back button once again, and that's about it. We have successfully set up the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator on our low-end Android device, and the Q launch feature doesn't work unfortunately, but that's about it. Let's start with our first game, which is going to be the Pokémon Legends Z-A. So simply hold it and I'll import a save file, so we don't have to go through the trouble of having to check out the beginning cutscene of the game, etc. So there we go. I have successfully launched the game. Let's see if Pokémon Legends Z-A works on this low-end Android device. I tested it out on my Snapdragon 888 processor device, and I was only getting about few FPS, but you guys can see the game has frozen once it actually started, so we'll try restarting it. Well, no guys, unfortunately it is freezing. Let's try out the game without the save data to see if it boots or not. And surely here we go, our game has started, so let's quickly choose any face. Now a good thing about the Pokémon Legends Z-A is that you don't really have to watch through a lot of cutscene, because now it's very fast paced, and the 0.5x graphics resolution, you guys can see the text are a bit messed up, but this is the true power of the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator presented by Game Freak. Our Pokémon Legends Z-A is about to start with its beginning cutscene. Well, here we go guys. Eden Emulator managed to boot this game at least till the cutscene, and we are getting about 17 to 18 FPS. We can hold the plus button to skip the beginning cutscene, which is actually amazing. Like seriously bro, we need this feature in all the Nintendo's games which have lot of cutscenes. Your train has arrived in Luminous City. Oh my god guys, just take a look at this. Unbelievable. We are about to play Pokémon Legends Z-A on a super low-end Android device. This device is literally 4-5 years old. It has Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 processor, which is not even that big of a deal. A very old processor, and as you guys can see, it is capable of running Pokémon Legends Z-A on a mobile device, which is the power of the Eden Nintendo Switch emulator Android. The optimization is really amazing, and I don't even see any major graphical issues like flickering etc. with the right turnip graphics driver. But obviously once we exit this place, performance will fall down quite a lot in the original buildings etc. I can expect about 1 FPS, because on Snapdragon 888 I was getting 3 to 4 FPS. So here we go, Pokémon Legends Z-A. This is actually impressive guys. Somehow I'm getting more FPS in Snapdragon 4 Gen 1 than I got in Snapdragon 888 processor. That is actually very weird. So the city is being loaded actually really nicely. I am impressed guys, I am impressed. I am surprised with the performance of Eden Emulator in the version 0.0.4 update. This is actually being rendered properly. This is the performance which you can expect even on Snapdragon 4 Gen 1. so 11 to 12 FPS. Anyways, let's just go ahead and exit emulation and try out a different game. What about a brand new game such as the Knight Silksong? Can we play this game on our low-end Android device? Let's find out. This is a very popular title and we already were able to run Pokémon Legends Z-A, the newest title. It means all the other games such as Pokemon Sword and Shield, or even Animal Crossing, or even Dragon Ball games, or whatever, Naruto, etc. all of it will work on this low-end Android device. But the only games which will not work, I think, is the Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, or any game which requires lot of RAM. This device only has 6GB of RAM, so only 2GB is actually available, you guys can see here. And out of that 2GB, what can you expect, man? Best believe this Android device is even capable of emulating GTA 5 inside Windows emulator, so I should be testing out the Game Hub version 5 pretty soon on this specific low-end Android device. So make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification. And here we go, our Knight Silksong is about to begin. You can see the FPS in the top left corner of your screen, and there we have grabbed the sword and we can start playing this game right away. I think it is capped at 30 FPS for some reason. I'm not really sure. Nope, it's not capped at 30 FPS. 30 FPS is all that we are getting inside the Knight Silksong. But hey, at least this game is playable, and that is saying something. Like, Knight Silksong is also a very new title, and this being playable makes it actually a very fun experience. Anyways, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notification as I upload similar videos on my channel. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.